Hi and welcome everyone. I am your host today. I am Professor Tuck, and we have got a this today is Thursday. You're listening to Digital Homesteading Thursday, where off-grid values meet on-grid survival. This ain't prepper cosplay or influencer bait. It's the blueprint for building a life that lasts when the grid gets weird. What we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about the creator economy. And before we get into today's topic, I kind of want to give you guys a little bit of my understanding because right now what's happening if you think, oh man, I would love to make money on YouTube like other people do, there is something that you are going to want to seriously consider and to seriously think about. Back in the day, the way that this is the biggest change, and this is why being part of the creator economy, you have to take a different approach to it. And so when you guys start thinking about, hey, I want to get into the creator economy, there's more than one way to get into the creator economy. There's being the content creator, but then there's being the thumbnail designer, the SEO expert, the marketing expert, being part of the development team or this team or that team. There's so many different the creator economy is just a subdivision of the actual digital economy. But the thing is, a few years ago, when you built a YouTube or any type of social media platform, you built a following. So let's say you had 1,000, or let's say 5,000, just to kind of make it reasonable. So let's say you had 5,000 people. And so whenever you posted content, your stuff would go out to those 5,000 people. And so therefore you were able to get the watch hours, people were making money because you had that regular group, and because they got to see everything you posted. Yeah, some stuff they would watch, but other stuff they wouldn't watch, but it allowed you to have a deeper relationship and be able to create some sort of connection with your following, because every time when they subscribe, that means everything that you post that they would get to see. But what they've done over the last couple of years is they have moved the algorithm to a for you page. What does that mean? That means that you're getting served up videos and topics that they know that you've watched before, that they know that you're interested in, and things like that. So let's say under the old economy, let's say, or the old algorithm, let's say you found one of my stealth camping videos. And under the old algorithm, every time the next video I posted, which would be survival techniques or five ways to survive homelessness or something along those lines. And so therefore you would get those, and you would get the opportunity to decide, is that something else I want to watch or is it not? But what the for you page is doing, and what it has moved to begin with, is it has moved to where if you watch a stealth camping video, well, they know that you're into stealth camping and subjects surrounding stealth camping. So now they're going to put more stealth camping videos up to you. Are you ever going to see another one of my videos? Probably not, unless it fits within that whole stealth camping area. And so therefore that directly affects the type of views you get and the loyalty of your audience. Even though your audience would be willing to watch a lot more content than they currently do, because of the way the for you page is done, it is more of an echo chamber where you're only getting to hear and see things that agree with your viewpoint, that are aligned with the topics in which you want, and which do not challenge your perception of reality. And slowly but surely, as they serve stuff up, it is able to move your ability to make decisions from one direction to the next. Okay. So I want you to have that mindset, that mind frame, as far as when it comes to understanding the creator economy, because so many people think, oh yes, lots of people, they make lots of money, I point click and record and I'm going to make money. And that's really where a lot of these places like, vidIQ or Think Media, I think that they unintentionally mislead people in this route. And so we keep hearing it, that just become a content creator, like that's the answer to everything. Struggling, make a podcast. If you're broke, start a channel. Want freedom, just go viral. But let's be real. The advice used to be revolutionary. Now it's just a new 9 to 5. And except the boss is the algorithm and you never get to clock out. They call it the creator economy, but that's a trap if you think it's the whole economy. Because here's the truth: the creator economy is just one sub economy inside the massive tangled, weaponized digital economy. And if you don't understand how the bigger system works, you're just another performer on someone else's digital plantation. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to walk through 10 hard questions you need to ask yourself if you're building your life, your income, or your identity inside the content machine. This isn't about quitting. It's about waking up, because if you're going to build a real digital homestead, you need to stop acting like a tenant and start thinking like a settler. So let's get into the 10 things that most creators never ask, but absolutely should. And if you want to survive the next wave of automation, censorship, AI, or even collapse, these are some things that you need to consider. So I have a question from my green room. What's going on?
Sex sells, but it doesn't sell itself.
Okay. Um,
Sorry.
So so the first question that comes about is, and if you guys, just so you guys know, before we get started on these 10 questions that you should ask yourself, I would like to bring to you guys my own little thing that's going on. So those of you that have been watching me for the last couple of years, you know that I was hiking on trail for a couple of years, and it became a game. When you saw me go live, you would say, "Where's Tuck today? And what state are you in? What city are you in? What trail are you on? What are you doing today?" Because people would pop in just to see where Tuck is. Well, the thing is for about 9 months, I needed to rest, and I went and I bought myself a piece of land, and I was off grid. But you know what? The travel bug is always going to get me. But the thing is, I need to figure out a new way to be able to get my travel bug and keep it going without having it be detrimental to my health. So, with that being said, right now I'm in a process where I'm traveling. What I'd like to do is I would like to start doing an expose on essentially resilient cities. There's going to be a lot more that comes with it. And if you guys would really like to know, even for those of you that are watching now or that watch and the watch it after the fact, I would like to know what when it comes to. Would you like me to give you a full in-depth explanation of what it is that I'm trying to do? Or is this something that you're not interested in? But here's the thing: in order for me to be able to accomplish this and bring you the next chapter that I think will be beneficial to yourself and to myself, because we're going to ask the questions like, what is a community? And we're not going to just figure it out in one community. After we've visited many different communities, we can kind of piece together what really makes a community. But no, in order for me to do that, I need to be able to reach certain goals. My goal is to just basically have $1,000 a month coming in from all my different memberships on YouTube and other things. So hey, what's up, Bubs? Hey, it's Patty, not a member, so I can't send a message, but I hope you're doing good. Yes, Patty, I am definitely doing well. Thank you. Um, it's always good to see you there, Patty. Um, Let me make sure I hit the like button there on that. But with that being said, I need to raise $1,000 a month so that I can cover the added expenses is going to come from this venture. And from that, I'll be able to expand. But if you like the content that I put up, and if you think that this content is valuable, whether it be the content that I put out originally or the stuff that I put out that I've been putting out recently, if you think that this stuff is valuable, if you think that this is going to help the right people at the right time when they're thinking about either preparing for homelessness, surviving homelessness, getting off the streets, building a resilient community, making sure that they build their own resilient income, things like that, then this is a way for you guys to help make sure it's $2.99 for a membership, and you get to chit chat with me through the live stream. And this is how we're able to do it. You come over and you get a membership over on Patreon. That allows you the opportunity to come into the green room. We've got a couple people in the green room right now, and they show up every day a half hour before the broadcast, and we hang out after the broadcast, and we get to chit chat amongst each other. The more people that are there, the longer it will end up being. But that's something that I want to bring to your guys' attention if you're thinking about trying to help me along the way. um, this is a way to help me to invest in the content that I can produce for you by assisting me in making sure that I can cover my basic expenses. Because right now, I have to split my time between doing this content and looking for work to cover the added expenses of being here. So if you guys would like to help me offset it, a membership either over on Patreon or YouTube is going to make a big difference. So the first question is, what is the digital economy really? And the digital economy is real simple. The digital economy is if you're able to use a computer and an internet connection to be able to make money, whether it be posting your business, if you're doing a cleaning business, or if you're doing, digital products, anything in that realm automatically puts you in what is known as the digital economy. As of 2024, over 15% of global GDP is directly tied to the digital economy. The World Bank projects that this could double by 2030, maybe even go worse. But most people think digital equals content, but but it's really about digital infrastructure and ownership. Whether you own digital real estate, such as a website or something along those lines, that is still in the digital economy because you have an address that people can show up. Instead of it being 123 Main Street, it's abcinc.com. Okay. And homesteaders must, if you guys are going to go off grid, if you're thinking about being a homesteader, this is something that you must look beyond content and into the structure of the digital economy, because there could be anything you could do between Fiverr, Upwork. You could start building your own business. You could also build your own platform. There's so many different ways in which you can make money, and all it takes is a little bit of gumption, a little bit of hard work, and you can have it. It doesn't matter whether you're in the adult industry or you're not in the adult industry. If you really want to be a force to be reckoned with, and you want to be able to make money quick, easy, and not feel guilty about it, you should definitely look at getting into those into the digital economy in one form or fashion. It's becoming way more and more common for women to join the adult industry because it's quick. It's quick way for them to make money. Some girls don't feel good about it, but the ones that do, they end up at least being able to get a livable income compared to those of us that go out there. We don't have boobies to shake, and we got to go out there and make our money based upon our merit. Okay, so number two, where does the content creator economy fit into this? So the creator economy equals individuals monetizing their audience via YouTube, TikTok, Substack, etc. But it's not just that. I am a content creator myself. As a content creator, I have the ability to I have the ability to hire somebody to do my thumbnails. I could hire somebody to do my SEO. I could hire somebody to do my video editing, my sound editing, my graphic design. I could have somebody, anything that comes along with content creation. As a content creator gets bigger, as they start making more money, they start outsourcing it. It starts paying other people because not everybody wants to get in front of a camera like me. So instead of getting in front of a camera like me, what you could very easily do is get into you could you could support one of us that are in the creator economy, because the thing is your thumbnail design could get me an extra 5 to 10,000 views. What is that worth to me? And what is that worth to you? I mean, if you could do a thumbnail in 15 minutes, that might be worth 5 or $10 because I may make 50 bucks on that video. Now, if I'm a bigger creator, got millions of followers, stuff like that, getting millions of views, that's much different when you're looking at it. But the average creator, uh, it's like when I finally hit that 10,000 mark, I am in the top 3 to 5% of YouTube content creators. That's how hard it is, and how rare it is to even get to a point where you are in the top